In this video, I want to talk a little bit about Versi pattern tile. Before we get too far along in this, we've laid maybe about a fourth of the room so far. But I want to go over kind of what it looks like, what the box of tile is going to look like, and how you're going to lay out your room with the Versi tile. Now, a normal smallish room where you're just going to have like a 12 by 12 tile, you basically start in the center of the room and work your way to the sides so that everything equals out. Well, you don't do that with a Versi. You have to kind of lay the floor out in a grid pattern and figure out where you can shift tiles to make things look the best. So I'm going to kind of give you a little close-up with the camera here and show you what we've got going on. So here's the tile that we already have all set. We kind of started in that corner over there and working our way out into the room. If the floor kind of rolls a little bit, we'll be able to correct it. But if you look over here, you can see my chalk lines on the floor, and you'll see kind of a grid pattern, and they're 4 by 4 grids, and that's all laid out because one box of this tile equals 4 square feet. And when you get your tile, it's going to show you some patterns on the box of the different patterns you can use. So we're using this pattern here. It's a little more random. It's a shifted pattern, where this one here is a little more geometric and it's kind of a little more patterned. We wanted something a little more random, so we're following that grid pattern there. But that's how you're going to want to lay out Versi tile. You don't necessarily start in the dead center of the room. You can really start wherever you want because the grid is all laid out for you. Well, you're going to have to figure out maybe your tile is going to be one box equals 3 square feet. Whatever it is, that's what you lay your grids out. And then you can go around to your edges and figure out where your cut tiles are going to be, and you can figure out that you're not going to have any like slivers, maybe like a 2-inch cut or something up against a wall. Once your grid's laid out, you can kind of lay your tile in like a dry lay, and then make sure that all the tile is going to be cut at a decent size. There's really no way to get it this kind of Versi pattern perfectly centered in a room. It's just this room has 3 entrances. It's got this bay window area. There's just a lot of corners and kind of like a little nook and cranny kind of over there. So it probably took maybe an hour and a half to figure out exactly where we're going to start and exactly where the chalk lines we wanted, and to come out with not so much waste as far as cuts along the walls. But that's what it should look like. It's going to be a lot easier for you to lay out your chalk lines in that grid pattern for any type of Versi pattern tile. It's just going to make the job a little easier for you in the end, and hopefully it comes out really nice when you're all done. So spend a little more time in your preparation, and then your end result is going to look a little better. So I hope this information was useful to you, and thanks for watching.